You want to build an extreme demon, but you suck. Both at gameplay and at deco.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Whatever you make probably looks something like this. It's okay, because no one starts out as a pro in the editor, and it takes some time and practice to learn how it works. So, if that's why you're here, then I'm going to show you how you can make an extreme demon in Geometry Dash, by building one myself. So let's get started. So now that you're in the editor, the first thing that you need to do is select a song. And when you're selecting a song, you need to keep a theme in mind. So for me, I wanted a galaxy themed sort of level. I can never pronounce themed correct. But keeping that in mind, I was scrolling through my downloaded songs folder and I selected this masterpiece of a song. Now that we're done selecting the song, it's time to move on to gameplay. And just a little heads up, if you're not that good at the game, you probably shouldn't be making extreme demon. But if you still want to make one, I just have these skill sets that you should keep in mind, and they'll be listed on screen right here. But for mine, I tried keeping some high CPS timing gameplay, and that's generally the easiest way to make difficult gameplay for me, but you could do whatever you want. And for this one, I want the player to go everywhere on screen, and the gameplay didn't really take that long. It only took around like 30 minutes to make. But here's the final result of what I made. Now, it's the time that you've all been waiting for. We can finally move on to block deco. Unfortunately, I don't have a recording of me building a block because my brother tripped the plug to the PC, but I'll just run through the level anyways, just to show you what I made in there. Okay, so now I'm in the editor for the full part that I made. I recorded this as at the time I'm editing the video, but let's just go through a quick run through of this pretty simple block design that I made. So if we go to layer number 1, we just have some simple structuring in 3D here. Didn't do anything too complicated. That is the full block. Give me a second. So we just have some simple outlines in 3D here that are separated into 2 different color groups, not including black, but I just have 2 different colors that switch in between pulses. The next one is of course the black underlines, and then 3 I reserved for the spikes only. And I just made a pretty simple spike design here. Just took a few spikes, put them over each other, and then I took those little curvy block things and I just put it around that. For layer number 4, I just have the entire base of the block with this blue, this hot pink, and then these sort of blocks right here. And it's really nothing too special. Now if we go to 5, we just have glow. Everyone's favorite object. Oh my gosh, everyone's favorite object. To be honest, I don't even use that much glow in this design except for the laser effect that you see in the block here. But right here, I just have literally just 4 pieces of glow at different brightnesses. Now if we go to 6, this is where we start getting interesting. So right here I have a laser effect, and if I unhide everything, we'll see that if we select everything, we have groups from 4 to 10 selected. And if we go up here to the pulses, we have this little chain of pulses that make it pulse some color. I don't feel like explaining all of it. But if we go back down and then we go to the next layer, we just have some glow over it, which just does the same thing. It's on the same groups and everything. So there we go. And now number 8, I just have a simple little base right here with these tech looking blocks. It's just so the block isn't as flat as it was earlier. Now number 9. Still, we just have some little blocks just to give the block some texture, you know, give it some feel. Now for number 10, I just have this black glow under all of the outlines. And this is to give it that visual contrast that you see, because if we remove it, for example, it kind of blends in a bit. But if we have it here, it looks much better. Finally, 11, I just have some dark glow at the bottom, just to blend it in with the ground spikes that I have. And that's pretty much it for the block design. So, now that I finally have the block done, it's just a matter of pasting the block around and making different designs for it, and here's the result of what I have so far. But at this point, it was getting kind of late, so I decided to just go ahead and go to sleep. The next day, I realized that I absolutely hated the background that I made, so I just decided to fix it up real quick. Now that just looks a lot better, doesn't it? Oh yeah, I also added these laser beam looking things, so that's cool. And I added orb deco. Oh, I forgot a lot of things. We'll go over that in a sec too. Alright, so now I'm back in the editor and I'm just going to quickly explain everything that I forgot, because I forgot to explain a lot of things that I didn't record too well. So if we go all the way to layer number 12, we just have some background for the blocks right here. And that's typically why you don't see me put any arrows in my levels. It's just because I have some other things to cover air deco for me. Which also include, I just messed up and I'm leaking the entire level. Anyways, that also includes this orb deco, and it's nothing too special. I just copied the object colors and I just put a little black dot here, then some glow. And then one last thing I did is I put this trigger right here. You've probably never seen this trigger before, but it does something really cool. What it does is it works like these enter effects that you see right here. Except this one just makes it completely randomized. And I thought that would be cool because vortex background, make it look like the whole level is being sucked into it. So that's that for everything that I did. Alright, so if you've been paying attention, you probably saw that the ball section looks a lot different from the rest of the level. You're probably asking, Flare, why'd you do that? Why'd you make it look so much different from the rest of the level? Well, here's my idea. I wanted to make it look like you're in a Matrix for this part. I wanted it to look all techie and stuff. Even though all the other blocks look all techie, I wanted it to look like you were in like a digital space, like a Matrix and stuff. And I sort of took inspiration from a collab part that I recently made. But yeah, I just built a black background for this part and I just copy pasted the blocks that I made for it. And that's pretty much it. Later I added pulses to the blocks and movements, but it's nothing too special. So after pasting some blocks everywhere and doing some final touches, I was left with this final product right here. Now looking in hindsight, of course I still have some things to fix. Like there's some blocks that weren't finished. The ball part was kind of empty. But I did learn that nothing needs to look perfect. Nothing needs to look that good. And it doesn't require a whole lot of effort to get into the editor. But that's it for the video. And if you like this video, then you can check out this other video that I also made right up here. Okay, bye. See you later. Bye.